So yeah, we start off with the heel pad. You pretty much just slide it in there like that, and you pop it in. Yeah, so next you take the toe side ladder setup parts and slide them from underneath. And there are two little holes where you can adjust it to, so if you want it more forward or backward, you can decide. Just got to watch out that this side, where the curve goes on the inside, it's on the inside of the binding, and this side that's curved on the outside, you want to have that on the outside. Then you put this padding on. It's pretty simple, just put it on. Yeah, so for the dampening, it's actually really nice. On the corners, it is very strong. It has very strong padding, so that there's not really any proper pressure points on the board. And this part, the toe and on the sides, it is actually less padding, so that you have more feeling for the board itself, so you can properly take a cut on your edges and everything. Yeah, and this is the part where the only part where you need a screwdriver. Set it up there where you want it. Put the screws in. Everybody knows how to do this part, obviously. If you have bigger feet, we have the offset discs where the inserts are lowered a little bit, so that if you have bigger feet, you can obviously put the bindings a bit more in back, and then you don't have as much toe dragging going on. And if you have smaller feet, you can flip it upside down. And yeah, next comes the base plate pad. And then those little knobs go into this little hole. Press down and pull back, and they're in there securely. And you can ramp it a little bit, and then you can pull it back and adjust it the way you want to. If you have bigger feet, you can always put it a bit more forward or a bit more back. I always have it in the back. The heel strap parts, you put the same as with the toe straps. You put the right side on the outside of the binding, so where the ladder is, it should go on the right side, outside, and these go on the left. Then you take this little guy, the little pins. You have to show that the writing is upright. Put the left side in the left side of the binding. Same on this side, obviously. Check if the writing is upright. Next up, you put on the toe straps. So with the toe straps, you want to put the lever back. Slide it on like this. And snap it in so it's nice and tight. Same thing on the heel pads. Put it in your preferred position. Snap it in, done. I like the fact of that there's actually like this little out bent part, so that it's kind of like it has more tension on the binding as well, like around your boot. And it fits very strongly. It can be very firm, it can be very soft, obviously. So yeah, when you're adjusting your binding straps, you really want them to be centered when you have it at the tightest position when your boot is inside of the binding. So you really want to watch out. So you don't want it to be like overhanging like this, because that would make the pressure point be a bit sideways, and that would make your riding obviously a bit worse. And you don't obviously want it to be too tight. So you really want to watch out that when you try on these bindings, that you just adjust this how you want it, so that it's very centered. and yeah, snap it in there. Should look like around like this when your boot is inside. And same for the toe straps, same situation. Try it out, see what's going on, see what's comfortable. That's the good thing about these bindings. You just got to play around a lot with everything, and then you can really get a great feeling with how you like it best, since these bindings are very personal to your riding and everything. And now you can decide if you want to ride no backs or high backs. So yeah, all you want to do is take this knob right here, put it into that hole, and then you can like pretty much like twist it in to get into that one, and then you pull it back. You got this little knob right here that keeps the high back in place. Yeah, so these high backs are very comfortable because they have softness to the sides. So when you're jibbing and stuff and you do presses and stuff like that, you can have a lot of flexibility and you can move your foot around a lot. I like to have the forward lean bindings when I ride jumps and stuff like that, because then I can have more forward lean and have a bit more pressure on my toes, so when I want to land on my toes I can stomp better. But for jibbing and stuff, I don't like the forward lean too much, so either I'm using the forward lean bindings and I can adjust it, or I just use these where they're just pretty much set up perfectly for rails and just for cruising. For taking it out, all you got to do is lean it a bit forward, kick it in once, and then you squeeze the binding part and then just like kind of twist it out. Yeah, so this is the forward lean high back. You can adjust it with this knob right here. You just pretty much got to unscrew it, adjust it how you want the height. And then on this side, you can see that it has like ridges, so it holds in place, and you can adjust the height. And yeah, then you just tighten it up again, and it locks in pretty nicely, so you don't need a tool for that actually. And you take it, same procedure as with the other high backs. Done. So for the no back, you just do the same procedure, put it in, but then you pull forward and click it in so that it stays in there. It is so much fun because you have the loosest feeling ever, but it's obviously not too loose. People might think that if you ride without high backs that you don't have any support on your feet, but obviously if you have good boots or decent boots just even, they should have support around your ankle, and this part holds you in there so you don't slip out obviously. Yeah, so that's the Switchback Bindings. Enjoy.